Believe in yourself, John.
Had the bionicle dream again. Specifically, I was at Disneyland, and they were selling some kinda green watermelon liquid in giant novelty jugs shaped like Modifeet. Then we went to the Lego store before we went home in the aisles. Oh, the aisles.
Where'd you move here from, dumb? I gotta turn around and let my fucking son at the gas station.
Live in terror until it is done.
Holy shit, I'm gonna come.
Fuck yeah! I fucking love Doom.
Fucking Doom.
You got the classic 1993 game, killing demons and shit. Hell yeah! You got Doom 2, further improving on the level design and formula. Doom 64, another damn good game in its own right. You got Doom 3. You got Doom 2016, one of the best reboots ever made. The shooting, the violence, the gunplay, the movement, oh, it's so great. But then Doom Eternal comes out and goes, no, actually that game fucking sucks.
Get the fuck out of here.
The dash move, the grapple hook, the updated weapons, and then there are the Doom movies. They're certainly movies that you can buy and you can watch them. Now, I've never seen the first Doom movie. I know that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's in it though. I know, I'm absolutely a fake fan. Maybe some other day. Doom Annihilation, however, is a weird kind of reboot thing. Here's the full story. So the year is 2018. Doom Eternal hype is in full force. However, Universal still owns the film rights to Doom. So mysteriously, a Twitter account opens for the original Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson Doom movie. Around this time, an actress named Nina Bergman announces that she's doing the next Doom movie with Universal Pictures. Okay. Further around this time, the scoop breaks that Universal 1440 is making a new Doom movie. The direct-to-DVD label of Universal. You know, the guys behind Kindergarten Cop 2, the Woody Woodpecker movie, All I Want for Christmas Is You, the movie, Unbroken, Path to Redemption. They made a sequel to fucking Unbroken. How High 2 starring Lil Yachty and Lil Baby.
Bitch on them, baby.
Sounds like the perfect studio to make a Doom movie. Oh, and there's a no Doom guy now. It's now a Doom girl. There's not even any bulky power armor. It's some white bitch. And why does the movie look like that? Did they make this movie on the budget of a Chipotle burrito? Well, I guess we're gonna find out. This is Doom Annihilation. So our film opens with PS4 graphics. Wow, this really is like the games. And we're in the UAC, a company that is in the Doom universe. This is where we meet Dr. Betruger, a character who is from Doom 3, and a character who looks nothing like he does in Doom 3. He doesn't even have the right fucking accent.
Very much looking forward to meeting you face to face, young man.
The board doesn't know the first thing about science. All they want is something to make them more money.
Why the fuck is he British?
Pretzels on fucking fire.
Woke this, force diversity that. The real problem is all these fucking British people they're putting into our media. Also, some of you Doom fans may notice something. Why didn't they just use Dr. Samuel Hayden or Dr. Olivia Pierce? Two characters who are way more current and, in my opinion, way more interesting. Well, for one thing, the director confirmed the film was pitched in around 2015, but even if it wasn't, they probably weren't allowed to use these characters anyways. Bethesda, via the official Doom Twitter account, distanced themselves from the movie, meaning this was made on Universal's volition, and they probably only had the rights to use 1, 2, 3, and maybe 64. That means Doom 2016 couldn't have been a reference. Like, okay, that fucking sucks. But also, how bad does your movie need to be for the official publisher who made the games to completely disown it? But okay, anyways, Dr. Betruger is experimenting with teleportation technology. Oh boy, I love After Effects tutorials. But the portal is an evil jelly portal, and it fucks up and turns someone into a Destroy Lonely fan. Cut to this woman who's dying on her deathbed. She gives someone a cross, and we cut to the main character who's in cryo sleep. This is Joanne Dark. Her name's a play on Joan of Arc, just like the game Perfect Dark, which had a character named Joanna Dark. A game that's not Doom.
Welcome back, Lieutenant Dark.
My name is Daisy.
Ah, Daisy, like 2001 A Space Odyssey. Ah, yes, because when I think of Doom, I think of 2001 A Space Odyssey. Then get a badass guitar riff. Look at that incredible Blender tutorial. We then get a...
I am your pilot, welcoming you back to consciousness.
I hope this character dies first. Cut to a meeting room where some guy is playing VR games on his weirdly contemporary smartphone VR glasses. Wow, what a quirky cast of characters. I can't wait to forget about them in 5 minutes. Wow, this guy looks real prepared to be in space.
I never go anywhere without them. They're my lucky pair.
You got a lucky pair of undies?
Ah, yes, nothing says Doom like panty jokes.
Oh, Winslow, wouldn't you love to find out?
No.
This dialogue is fucking horrid. But then Joan Dark comes in and everyone leaves for whatever reason, which gives Joan ample time to talk to this guy. Doesn't this just scream Doom to you? You know, Doom!
I've always been in science.
Right.
Doom! Oh yeah, fucking Doom killing demons and shit.
In the scientific community, being assigned to Phobos is like...
Note to self. I don't want to live.
We then get an incredibly exciting talking scene. Wow. Nothing screams Doom like a FaceTime talking scene. Is this a YouTube fan film? The fuck is this? Cut back to the crew where we get a briefing scene. So it turns out they're security and are investigating a disturbance on the planet Phobos. In other words, if you've seen any James Cameron movie, you've seen this scene before. You gotta infiltrate this base for some reason, boys. Goofy Callisto Protocol type story.
You fucked up, Lieutenant. And now we're all stuck here on a 3-year tour to the fucking Doom moon.
Wow, this acting is horseshit. We get a bunch of personal shit that's not established upon at all in the movie. And the crew arrives on Phobos, where we get a million more years of talking scenes that basically amount to, guys, something weird is happening on this place.
We'll be ready to jump off this rock faster than Daisy can do the square root of 3 million.
The square root of 3 million.
Now it's time for our boys to lock and load. Hoorah! Complete with generic guitar background music and everything.
And they are gonna rue the day.
They fucked with me, Doc. I'm their ultimate nightmare.
Whoa, that's a Doom reference. Whoa, look, it's the shotgun, like in Doom. And finally, the crew's investigating what's going on this ship. So now we're at level 1, which is not how the original Doom was structured at all. Oh yes, nothing says Doom like slowly walking down a hallway, then pausing to talk. Is this Doom or Call of Duty?
Who the fuck designed this place?
Wow, what a badass. He said the word fuck. We get a shit ton of slow tactical walking. Oh my god, it's level 2 servers. Of course, my favorite Doom level. Oh no, some weirdo shit's happening. Uh-oh. Speaking of weirdo shit, the crew finds a body on the ground and some Dead Space ass writing. Oh, also the dead body's name is BJ Blazkowicz.
Sergeant William Blazkowicz.
Had the bionicle dream again.
So we get a lot more walking around and meandering around. It's clear the people making this wanted to invoke Aliens vibes. But not only is Aliens an actually good movie with enjoyable characters and great action, but it's also not a Doom movie. Doom is influenced by heavy and black metal, not fucking Alien. Our heroes then walk into this place, and they all split up. But then suddenly a zombie pops out in a B-movie action scene that my friends would make in college.
What the fuck is that?
Remember, kids, saying the F word is really cool. This scientist woman then comes out, and so do these people, I guess. You also get a John Carmack name drop.
Dr. John Carmack.
You get it, guys? That's one of the guys that made Doom. It's the same fucking thing as the Noah North cameo in Uncharted. Like, okay, yeah, you can reference all the original shit, but that doesn't make your shitty adaptation suddenly a good adaptation. But then you get a jump scare. Ah! A zombie kills this woman. Whoa, I'm so sad. Shiver me timbers. This movie sure is unscary. We get more incredibly boring action. Wow, that wasn't desperately written at all. So this guy dies, of course it's always the black guy. And again, a lot of these fights just look really cheap. Yeah, I know it's direct-to-DVD, but I've seen YouTube videos that look better than this. The main girl uses a chainsaw because there's a chainsaw in Doom. And after a bunch of literal fucking nothing, we get some hysterical comedy.
Yep. No, I deserve that.
Oh my god, they put Marvel humor in the Doom movie? You know, it's really interesting how there's so many characters in this movie, and yet all of them are just so disposable. They're so instantly nothing. They don't have interesting backstories. They're really not that fun. These characters will say words, and I just won't remember them. It's crazy how Doom 2016 specifically will create the exact opposite by doing the exact opposite. Seeing Doom Guy just completely break shit tells you a lot about his personality without forcing you to listen to millions of words of dialogue. It's the definition of show don't tell.
We're only temporarily disabling the tower. You need to remove each lens individually. Carefully release the hinges.
And furthermore, the game has really smart world building, with minimal exposition and yet really amazing voice acting. And when there is exposition, it's given by Dr. Samuel Hayden, who could read the fucking phone book and it would sound fucking amazing.
I'm Dr. Samuel Hayden. I have supplies.
The actual Doom games give a level of finality to the universe, while Doom Annihilation doesn't have that, instead giving us boring archetypes that give us boring, vapid dialogue, and very eye-rolling worthy one-liners.
I am on normal difficulty.
Anyways, even more long hallway tactical shots. You know, if I close my eyes, maybe something will fucking happen in this movie.
What is going on? No bullshit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They found evidence of alien life.
Okay, we're getting somewhere now. Only took them 50 fucking minutes, but then Dr. Betruger comes out. Oh, that's the bad guy of the movie. Oh my god. We then cut back to the pilot in the ship. Do you remember him? Oh wait, you don't? Because his character has nothing to latch on to? Wow, I wonder how this could have been mitigated. Maybe, don't give him the character of a fucking graham cracker? Oh, also, do you remember Daisy from the beginning of the movie? That random fucking HAL 9000 ass AI? Well, I hope to God you did, because she starts malfunctioning now.
Daisy, turn this console back on and prepare to launch.
My name's not Daisy.
Bro, this shit fucking goofy as hell. God damn. Then we get a jump scare. Cut back to our main characters, where we get like 5 million years of exposition. You know, for a Doom movie, this is really fucking boring. Which, ironically, the games tend to give the middle finger to boring shit. But oh no, we gotta stretch the runtime and save on the budget. Oh look, it's a red key card from Doom. Whoa. And we finally get confirmation that they're demons.
To make it clear they were demons.
Demons?
Baby, I'm the fashion demon.
Hey yo, check out this interesting dialogue scene. Wow, wasn't that interesting? Everyone then walks off and there's more tactical military shit. Then get another talking scene. Whoa! You know, this reminds me of that abandoned Doom 4 concept, where Doom 2016 was originally a post-apocalyptic Call of Duty clone. It was abandoned for a very good reason, because it wasn't fucking Doom. Too bad this movie couldn't take a few hints, and abandon itself in the concept stage. So the characters re-enter their ship for whatever narrative reason there is. And during this, we get another amazing talking scene! Yes! Yes!
I was working on a way for human beings to travel millions of light years.
I don't give a shit!
These things killed several of my friends and try to tear us apart. You'll forgive me if I don't rejoice in the discovery.
Oh my god, that acting was horrible. Are we sure this movie's real and not a fucking fever dream? So Jonah arrives to the flight deck and,
What? You were Marine?
Ah, of course, another talking scene. You know, this movie is not nearly as interesting as it thinks it is. Golly, was this written during the writer's strike or something? But then finally, something interesting happens.
What happened here?
Inevitably, what will happen to you as well.
Okay, never mind. Fuck you then. Oh, never mind. Okay, then. Holy shit, I can't believe horror stuff is happening in my horror movie. So after these incredible characters get killed off, Joan comes across a Doom demon who looks nothing like any of the demons from Doom. Who is that? Is that meant to be a fucking imp? So after escorting the crew somewhere else, Joan fights the demon from Doom, even though it isn't from fucking Doom. Because I don't know what it's supposed to fucking be. What I do know, though, is that it's just a guy in a fucking suit. Look, man, practical effects all the way and all, but this wouldn't have passed in 1976, let alone when it came out in 2019. But then it does something that the demons from Doom literally cannot do. Thankfully, this pastor guy who's still alive saves her, but then dies anyways again, making Joan, our badass female character, kill the demon, meaning she did something somewhat noteworthy in this movie. Oh my god, I used to pray for times like these. We then get an action scene with our beloved character, Guy, and then we get to all our beloved characters feeling really sad about the crazy shit that's happening. This movie has to have the most amount of nothing that happens in it. But then Dr. Betruger's all like, oh, we can use the portals that failed in the beginning of the movie. But Joan's all like, no, that's too dangerous. That's how we got into this mess. And God knows we don't want this movie to happen again. But the nerdy guys are like, no, we're too low on power. So now she has to use the portals.
If we wait, we die. If we do nothing, we die. If we're gonna die, I would rather
Die lit.
So after a bunch of Call of Duty bullshit, we get to level 3 reactor room. At least the tech somehow looks fucking way better than the Uncharted movie. I have no idea how that's possible, but now it's Resonance Cascade time. But then out of nowhere, Dr. Betruger knows Joan Dark apparently.
You disobeyed a direct order.
Yep, he's definitely gonna betray them. So they get the thing working and Yeah, I fucking knew it. The evil bad guy doctor escapes, and yeah, that's about it. But then more action happens, and this character dies, and yeah, you can tell how clearly invested I am. But then the main characters find this pulse rifle, which is meant to be the BFG, even though it looks much more like the pulse rifle than the BFG.
That's the BFG 9000. I've only ever read about it, never actually seen one. Of course, no Marine calls it that.
What do they call it?
The big fucking gun.
Whoa, they said the big fucking gun like in Doom. She then locks and loads, and immediately after this, we get another fucking talking scene. Would it kill this movie to even be remotely interesting? Blah, 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 tactical shit because they're independent soldiers who don't need no man. There's more talking, blah, 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 jump scare. Oh, finally, some $5 Subway sandwich action. Hell yeah. Oh my god, oh, holy shit. They're ripping off Metal Gear Solid now? Joan then approaches Dr. Betruger and is all like, I need you to power that shit down. But Dr. Betruger's all like, oh no, I'm British. And uh-oh, the one nerdy guy is now a monster. Joan then kills him, and then Dr. Betruger pulls a gun on her. And he has a speech, but then Joan just steals the gun out of his hand. Dr. Betruger has CGI pussy in his chest, and he just pushes her into the hell portal. Okay. So now, an hour and a half into the movie with 10 minutes left, Joan is finally in hell. And with all due respect, it's the best part of the movie. It's visually interesting. I love these tentacle things. The imps actually move more like imps and aren't played by a guy in a suit. You got this weird giant black slime thing. I have no clue what he's supposed to be. I looked him up though. Apparently his name is Stanga. Ah yes, my favorite Doom villain, Stanga. They couldn't just make him a cyber demon or something? But the action is more flashy and a bit more visually appealing. It's clearly where all the budget went. It's the best part of the movie. Too bad the sequence is like less than 10 minutes long. And when it starts getting pretty okay, it just kind of ends. So Jones exploded out of the 6 out of 10 action scene into the 2 out of 10 movie. And she's now back on Earth. And she's all like, you have to shut this shit down. But then she's sedated for whatever reason. But then the portal starts growling like a Discord moderator. And the movie ends on a cliffhanger ending. And yeah, that's the whole fucking movie. No resolution, no anything. It just ends on a cliffhanger. Because all I really wanted is more of this shit. Yeah, this is one of the worst things ever made. The entire thing is absolutely misguided. For one thing, the movie barely resembles anything like Doom. You could call this movie Demon Invasion and you wouldn't even notice a difference. None of the edge of Doom is in the Doom movie. There's no heavy metal influences whatsoever. The movie is too scared to actually have fun with itself like Doom would.
You have no idea what you have just done.
It ends up being really boring. The main character, Joan, is bland at best and unlikable at worst. And everyone else is just kinda there. Once again, boring at best, obnoxious at worst. The only character that was slightly interesting was Dr. Betruger. The actor playing him actually does a pretty good performance, being this very stoic and smart yet cunning kind of evil mastermind. But he's never over the top or overindulgent. It's kind of sad this guy isn't really well known and hasn't started anything super important, because I could see him having a semi-successful career. I think he'd actually be a pretty good Kane if they made a Legacy of Kane movie or something.
You're the one that set Rudolph Martin free. He's one of the most dangerous terrorists in the world.
There's no shame in it, Raziel. Revenge is motivation enough. At least it's honest.
Too bad he does not resemble his video game counterparts at all. The story is also incredibly boring, filled with long hallway tactical walking shots and really boring talking scenes. Which is weird because you're making a Doom movie. Speaking of which, this is not a good adaptation at all anyways. It's far removed tonally, and the times it references Doom are usually just really pandering. Mentioning BJ Blazkowicz, who isn't even from Doom, and name-dropping John Carmack just makes your movie more desperate. Now, some of you may be thinking, oh, the problem is you can never make Doom into a movie. Never, ever, ever. Which I actually disagree with. There's a Doom cinematic trailer called Fight Like Hell. It's live action, it's full of demons and violence, and it's fucking awesome. Just have a big, bulky green guy murder demons, and that's all you have to do. I don't know what it is with these video game movies overcomplicating themselves. Just fucking give the audience what they want. I do put this above the Uncharted movie, mainly because Doom doesn't have a set storyline. So Doom Annihilation doesn't ruin as much as the Uncharted movie. It still ruins a lot of shit though, and it's still one of the worst fucking things I've ever seen. It's just so boring and lifeless. Maybe we should annihilate this movie instead.
You can't just shoot a hole into the surface of Universal Pictures.
Fuck you in the lanes you came with. Me and you ain't on the same shit. You ain't in
in my lane, bitch, nah. Throw that shit in fifth, rollie on my wrist. Ay, baby, you a star, I'm my only wish. I'm counting blue hundreds, I'm too money. Ay, and my little bitch, she too lovely. Yeah, hanging up and calling me right back. Ay, baby, why you calling me like that? Yeah, getting high with the seat, lay back. Baby, gon' relax, yeah. Hey, they don't know the half, yeah. No matter what happened, I got your back. Baby, that's the facts, yeah. That's the facts, yeah. We can fight, but the feeling's gone. I try to find the words, but they never come. I can still see you on the lawn. Hey, laying outside in the summer sun. Yeah, we can fight, but the feeling's gone. I try to find the words, but they never come. I can still see you on the lawn, hey, laying outside in the summer sun. Hey, I'm with a dark-skinned girl on a Sunday, that's that Black Sabbath. She put them ones all down on a Hyundai, and she had to have it. Baby, that's the facts, yeah, that's the facts, yeah.
Have you ever had 22 inches of meat in your mouth?
Shit, maybe.
What's your type?
Dudes.
If a guy only listens to rap, he fucking sucks in bed.
It's true.
Your favorite thing on porn?
Gay porn, definitely.
2 guys?
Yes.
Facts.
Text him. I haven't hooked up with a male in over a year.
Couldn't be me.
You really want to catch fucking 350 pounds of dude on your ass?
Sounds like a good time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you catcalling girls today?
Why would I do that?
You want to hear a double standard between men and women?
No.
Hey, does anyone want to come over to my house? And oh, I forgot! You can't come to my house because no one can ever come to my house because I live in a middle place between world and time. I'm just kidding, guys. I live in the old city of Chicago.